All right, let's welcome in now Congressman Buddy Carter. He joins us live now from his office, or maybe his home. I don't know. It's not important, but he's a member of the House Budget Committee, way more important than his location. Congressman, great to see you.
Good to see you.
All right, so we were talking there with Kilmeny about members of the House Freedom Caucus pressuring Kevin McCarthy to hold the line, even pushing for more spending. Also, we have Congressman Byron Donalds among those folks saying that, they've already passed, you guys in the House have already passed the Limit, Save, Grow Act. That's the Republican version of the debt ceiling increase. It's that or bust. Are you concerned at all at this point about a default?
I'm still not concerned about a default. I'm very confident we're going to get this worked out. I have a lot of confidence in the negotiators. I think Kevin McCarthy has shown outstanding leadership during this. Look, we might as well face it. We're probably going to lose the fringes, if you will, on both sides. There are going to be some of the Democrats who will not agree to anything. There will be some of the Republicans who, unless we get everything that we had outlined in Limit, Save, and Grow, are probably not going to go along with it. We understand that. But, I think it speaks volumes about just what an accomplishment for us to get Limit, Save, and Grow was, for this speaker to bring us together and for us to come together as a conference to show what our priorities are, and to limit spending, to save taxpayers money, and to grow our economy, to do something about this permitting process, to do something about our economy. We got to have spending cuts, there's no question, but we got to grow this economy too.
Well, Congressman, tell us what you're doing with this HALT Fentanyl Act and that you and some of your colleagues are working on in the House.
Well, we passed that yesterday. It's a good act. What it will do is to make permanent the temporary suspension of, or the temporary classification, I should say, of fentanyl analogs, the illicit fentanyl, the ones that you can't get with a prescription. That's what it will do, and it'll help to stem the flow of that drug into this country by increasing the sentencing guidelines for the fentanyl, and that will help us, the minimum maximum sentences that you can have. This will stop it. There's enough fentanyl in this country right now to kill over 3 billion people. We've got to address this situation. We're losing 200 people every day to this drug. The number one cause of death for people between 18 and 45 is fentanyl poisoning. If we lost 200 people every day to a plane crash, we would stop every plane flying in this country until we figured out what was going wrong. That's what we've got to do with this. We've got to stop this, and the HALT Fentanyl Act will help us.
So many American families suffering the tragedy of fentanyl, Congressman Carter, for sure. Important act. Also, while we have you, sir, I'd like to get your reaction. The U.S. Supreme Court ruled against the EPA on the waters of the U.S., the WOTUS Rule. Samuel Alito's opinion stating that the EPA's interpretation of its powers just went too far. But Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, very mad, he was fuming, tweeted this, that this MAGA Supreme Court is continuing to erode our country's environmental laws. He goes on to say, make no mistake, this ruling will mean more polluted water, more destruction of wetlands. We'll keep fighting to protect our waters. But to be very clear, all 9 judges unanimously agreed the EPA overstepped its authorities and that the Idaho plaintiff's property could not be subject to EPA regulation. I guess any reason to throw in MAGA, he'll take.
No reason whatsoever. You've got 3 Supreme Court justices, 2 who were appointed by Obama, 1 who was appointed by Joe Biden himself, and it was a unanimous decision, and it should have been. This is quite obvious. I applaud the Supreme Court for the decision they made here. This will give our ag communities, our farmers, the certainty that they need to invest long term, and it will help us. It'll help us in South Georgia. We struggle with WOTUS, no question about it. Being on the coast that I have the honor and privilege of representing, WOTUS is always a concern. So what the Supreme Court has done here is to remove the uncertainty and to make certain now that we can indeed continue on with development, continue on with farmers and ranchers.
Yes. Our new Justice Ketanji Brown Jackson, not a biologist, not able to define what a woman is, but even she, in this case, understands government overreach by the EPA. Great to see you. Congressman Buddy Carter, thank you.